Hey friend, welcome to Sleepbound Stories with Ambrose Haven. I'm Ambrose. It's my privilege to be the voice that winds down with you tonight. I was reading an old medieval diary the other day, just a few lines from someone who lived 500 years ago. And I found something that stopped me cold. They weren't sleeping like us, not even close. So tonight, I want to take you somewhere strange, not far away, not fantasy, just back in time, to your own bedroom. A bedroom before electricity, before alarm clocks, a bedroom where people woke up in the middle of the night on purpose. This is the story of the first sleep, the second sleep, and the strange hour in between. So here's what's going to happen tonight. First, you'll find your blanket. Then you'll dim the lights, and then you'll breathe slow, because you're safe here. Let's begin. Imagine this. You go to bed around sunset. Not because you're tired, but because it's dark. No phone, no TV, no lamp, just the dark. You fall asleep. That's your first sleep. Then, around midnight, you wake up. Not from a nightmare, not from noise. You just open your eyes and you feel awake. For 1 or 2 hours, you're up. Then you go back to sleep. That's your second sleep. This wasn't strange to people back then. It was normal, expected, even comfortable. Historians call it biphasic sleep. 2 sleeps in one night. And here's the fascinating part. It wasn't just a few people, it was almost everyone. From peasants to kings, from England to Japan. You can find this in old diaries, in court records, in poems. A French doctor in the 1600s wrote, "Most people wake around midnight, turn over, and sleep again until morning." He said it like it was obvious, like saying, most people eat breakfast. Let me give you a few examples. In the 1400s, an Italian merchant named Francesco wrote in his diary, "Last night, after my first sleep, I got up and wrote 3 letters by candlelight. Then I returned to bed for my second sleep. No complaint, no confusion, just routine." In England, court records from the 1300s show people testified about crimes that happened between the first and second sleep. That was a normal way to tell the time, like saying 3 in the afternoon. Even the famous English writer Geoffrey Chaucer mentioned it. In the Canterbury Tales, one character says, "I woke from my first sleep, and then I heard a noise." So this wasn't a secret. It wasn't weird. It was just how night worked. And here's something beautiful. In many languages, there were special words for this waking hour. In Spanish, la modora de la madrugada, the drowsiness of the early morning. In Swedish, midnattsvaken, the midnight wake. In Japanese, they called it nakanete, sleeping in the middle. People all over the world knew this rhythm. So what did people actually do when they woke up at midnight? Well, a lot. First, they prayed. In medieval Europe, monasteries rang bells at midnight. It was called the night office. People would kneel by their beds and pray for an hour. Second, they visited neighbors. This surprised me when I first read about it, but yes, people would get up, walk to a friend's house, knock on the door, and chat. by candlelight, by firelight. They'd share stories, gossip, even have a small snack. Third, they worked. Quiet work, spinning wool, repairing tools, writing letters. And fourth, they made love. Many historical sources say couples preferred the quiet hour after first sleep. No children awake, no work to do, just each other. In fact, doctors at the time recommended it. They said conception was more likely then, so the midnight hour wasn't empty. It wasn't scary. It was alive. Quiet, yes, but full of small human moments. A mother nursing her baby, an old man reading by the fire, two teenagers sneaking out to meet in the meadow. This was the hidden life of the night. So, what happened? Why don't people wake up at midnight anymore? The answer is simple. Light. In the 1600s and 1700s, cities started installing street lamps. First oil, then gas. Coffee houses appeared. Theaters stayed open late. People had reasons to stay awake. Then came the Industrial Revolution. Factories needed workers at all hours. Shift work became normal. And the final blow? The light bulb. Thomas Edison didn't just invent a bulb, he invented a new relationship with night. Suddenly you could work at 10 p.m. You could read at 11 p.m. You could stay up until 1 a.m. and wake up once. No more waking in the middle. No more first sleep, second sleep. By the 1920s, doctors started calling biphasic sleep old-fashioned and unhealthy. They said everyone should sleep 8 hours straight, no interruptions, and people believed them. So they trained themselves to sleep in one block. But here's the truth that scientists are rediscovering today. Your body still wants to wake up at midnight. Maybe you do sometimes, you just don't remember, or you fight it. In the 1990s, a psychiatrist named Thomas Ware did an experiment. He put people in darkness for 14 hours a day. No light, no screens, just dark. And guess what happened? After a few weeks, they started sleeping in 2 shifts. First sleep, a couple hours awake. Then second sleep. Their bodies remembered. Ware found that during the waking hour, a hormone called prolactin goes up. It makes you feel calm, peaceful. He called it a unique state of consciousness, not quite awake, not quite asleep. Some modern sleep doctors now say maybe biphasic sleep shouldn't have been abandoned. Maybe waking at midnight is natural, maybe it's even healthy. But you live in a world that demands 8 hours straight. And so you push through. You trade the quiet midnight hour for another episode, another scroll, another email. You trade the candlelight chat with a neighbor for a blue screen in your face. You lost something, not just a sleep pattern, but a little pocket of human time. A time when nothing was expected of you, when you could just be. So tonight, as you lie there, if you happen to wake up around midnight, don't fight it. Don't check your phone, don't worry, just lie still. Listen to the silence. Maybe imagine all those people from history, also awake, also resting, also human. You're not broken. You're not doing sleep wrong. You're just connected to a very old rhythm. And if you never wake up, that's fine too. Sleep however you sleep. But maybe, just maybe, let yourself wonder about the hour you never see, the hour between first sleep and second sleep, the hour of candlelight and quiet prayers, the hour that almost disappeared. And before I let you go, one small thing. If this story brought you a little peace tonight, if you'd like to come back for more quiet nights, more forgotten history, more stories to wind down with, go ahead and press subscribe. It helps me keep telling these stories, and it helps you find your way back here. Until next time, friend, close your eyes, breathe slow, you're safe.